Hi everyone, it's Vanka and I have some altered dominoes to share today, and as you see in the title of the video, I call them Wish, and the reason for that is my local scrapbook shop. The owner asked me if I wanted to be a designer for her shop, and I say yes, I will give it a try. And she has seen my necklace of one of my dominoes I made earlier, and she really loved that idea, so that's why I made these. And these are for display in her store, and I thought I want to give them a name, like a brand, because I will be creating several things. And I asked in the Junk Journal Junkies Facebook group if anyone would help me find a proper name, and there were so many suggestions. I wanted to use the word domino at first, and I wanted my letter W from my name to be a part of this, and all the comments made me think differently, and I ended up with the word wish and not using the word domino because I want to make several things. So this is the story behind that, and someone asked me for tutorials for these, and I am sorry I can't do that. The way I make these, it's really time consuming and difficult for me to make a tutorial, but if you stay until the end I will explain what I have done to each of these and what I have used. So, but now I will just show them to you, and at the end, if you want to stay, I will explain. So the way I have made them is that you can wear them both ways. So this is one of them. This is loose here, like a charm, and it says someone special. And I haven't included a chain because there's so many uses for these. Not only a necklace, you can use them on your purse as a charm, or as a keychain, or, well, so many uses. This is another one. This is a map of Norway, and this is the place I live, and the place the store is, of course. This says love, plain on the back, this one. And then we have this, and I have used a lot of the charms that Dolores sent me. Thank you, Dolores. Circus, and a charm with glass, heart, star, and something here. This is the back, also quite plain. And this one, also a map where the place I live is marked with a heart. It says search. This bead swivels around, and the back has this pretty little bird. And this is one of my favorites, a balloon with a charm and a bling down here. There's the back. This one says elixir magical potion. glittery, and the back. And the last one says Hope Fishing Team domino. There is the back. So I hope you like them. I really like how these turned out. And now for those of you who want to know what I have used and the process making this, I will explain that now. Most of them I used the papers from this paper pad. It's Studio Light, and there is the number. I will just do a quick flip if you haven't seen this. I think it's very cool. It has a lot of different papers inside, so it can be used for many things, many themes. Here is the crown. I used on one of them, and the fish theme, the domino, I have used this paper. That's from a Norwegian brand called Papir Design, and it's fish and books. And this is the back. So let's just grab one. So the way I do it, first of all, make sure your dominoes are really clean and pick the paper you want to use. And I also usually, not always, but usually I drill a hole on the top, also on the bottom if you want, or you can drill a hole in here if you want to glue a charm from the middle here. And I use the tiniest drill for that, and the dominoes are very hard, so I have broken many drills, or those thin drills, while doing this. One of these dominoes actually have a part of my drill inside. I couldn't get it out. So you don't have to use holes, and I haven't done all of these. I will explain when I get to those. But this is that paper, and when I glue down the papers, I leave them to dry, and I use a sanding tool around the edges, and then I color around the domino. And I have used these silver and gold paint markers, and one of them I also use this Posca pen. I love those. And when that's dry, you can start embellishing. And this crown, you see, it looks very gold, but I have used a clear ink of Stella. This is one of my favorite tools, but it looks like gold. So I just color the crown with the Vinco Stella, and this here are bead caps. I layer them and flattened some of them. Some are upside down, and so you see I have this tiny flower here. I wrapped the bead cap around it, layered many of them, and glued it down. But also this crown that I glued on top, you see inside here there is a pin that goes through the hole, and that's actually the stem of the flower. I just took away this green paper backing on it, and made sure it went through one of these holes in that bead cap, so it's secured in case the glue doesn't hold. And the glue I use is Glossy Accent. It's super strong. I love that glue. And then on this flower I used stickles on top. I also use this frontage just a little bit, and also this gold embossing powder, and the back is just some charms from my stash that I put behind that string. So that's this one, and then you coat it with the Glossy Accent. I think I have several coats on some of them, and just yes, these tiny little rings to fasten your chain. And this one, the basic is the same. Glue on papers that you want, and here I have drilled hole, as you can see, and used one of these bigger ones. And this is a bead, and I used one of these, wrapped it around inside the bead and through a hole here. Let me see, this is, yes, this is one of these. So I thread them through the hole, wrap it around, put it back in, and then I use this and threaded it in this eye here, and made some swirls on it, glued it down, and some bling. And this is just some thread. This is the thread I have used. So pretty color, and a tiny little bling. I have used these that you are meant for decorating on your fingernails. And this says search also on the other side. And I think these are versatile because you can use them both ways. So if you want to use them as a necklace, you actually have two designs. This one glued on some bling here around, and used some chain, and the moon is also painted with Wink of Stella, and I have some glitter, gold glitter on here. Chain is just glued down, and added some charms and a filigree. I painted the back with that gold paint marker. So this is the one, I think, that has that broken drill inside. So this bling is to cover up the hole, and as you see, this is what makes the hanging. So it's not threaded through the domino, but this is really, this is not going anywhere, so this will hold. And then this fishing theme, I have used these that fishermen use. One on the back on the bottom, and it's just glued behind the paper, so this doesn't have any holes in it. And this thread, I threaded around 3 times, and here I have threaded on some tiny seed beads. This top here is this part, so I just glued that behind the paper, and it looks like this. This is a chain and some charms. Another charm from Dolores, thank you. It says hope, and I wrapped the thread around here and have some knots. And these, maybe you can see 3 of these fishes are glowing, so I fussy cut some extra fishes from the paper, and I embossed them with this Poly Sparkle embossing powder and glued them on, and it's not very visible, it's a little bit more dimensional, but that's this circus, yes. Another one of these, no, this is an earring actually, this this thing. So I stick it in there, and this is part, and wrap it around several times. So that's this base, and more of these nail art blings. Elephant from Dolores again, and glitter paper on the back, and just a charm and some bling. And this is from some jewelry, and there we go. And this is painted with that silver paint marker. And here again I used one of these, threaded it through this heart, filled it with some silver glitter, and through the back and around again, and inside that hole again. So you can add a charm on the end. So this is from a necklace. And love was also from Dolores, thank you. I love my charms, Dolores. And plain on the back. That's because I wanted to make some of them plain, because some have allergies and don't and can't use these fake jewelries. And the last one, this paper is from some scraps of mine. I have used it on my travel junk journals. So this is a balloon, and it's already glittered, so I just glued it on. Another one of those bead caps, and a little flower charm, a little bling here, because I started to drill a hole and then it broke and I didn't have a spare one, so I had to cover up that hole. And some blings, and another charm here on the back. So there are several tutorials on YouTube on how to make dominoes, very pretty dominoes. So just type altered dominoes in your search field, and you will get so much inspiration. But I hope you like these, and I hope my explanation could be some sort of help. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I hope you are all safe and happy. Take care. Bye.